Magic 97.9, favorites of yesterday and today. I'm J.B. Miller, 754. My brother Bob Miller is in. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, 14 radio and television pioneers. Wow, you're a pioneer.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hi, boys and girls.
Becoming members of the West Virginia Broadcasting Hall of Fame at ceremonies tomorrow beginning at 5 at the Museum of Radio and Technology located at 1640 Florence Avenue in Huntington. So this is your almost member of the West Virginia Broadcasting Hall of Fame this morning. You got your speech all written out? Are you all ready to go?
I don't even know. They didn't say write a speech. I don't know. I mean, I've got some things I could say, but I haven't written anything. No.
When you left here in 79, you were a resident of Proctorville.
Right, that's correct.
We really need to take you back to Proctorville because you will not believe how it's changed since you lived there.
Well, I'm sure it has.
I believe you went down a road. I believe you made a left turn at the Sunoco station. I believe, right, and your house was sitting back in there somewhere.
I couldn't tell you the address. I just that's when I had that Jeep Cherokee. Remember that big thing? Yeah. And I was the first one out the road on that. Well, I can remember one morning it snowed like 2 feet or 3 feet or something like that, and I was the first one out the road in that thing, and I thought that was so cool, and then I couldn't get over the bridge. Do you remember? I remember when there was a toll on the bridge down here, too.
Yeah. And you know what I remember about the toll on the bridge is I was a small child. Now, remember, I got into this business because of Bob. All right, Bob was in this business, and I thought this was so cool that he used to bring me to the radio station. You were working midnights, I believe.
Yeah.
At the time, you were working the all-night shift.
Yeah, that's where you meet all the good women, too.
Yeah, what a treat that would be. And let me tell you what I remember is we would go over the bridge, and you'd say, watch this, and you would have a dime. See if you remember this. You would have a dime between your two fingers.
Yeah.
And you would reach out to give the guy the toll, and then you would bring your hand back in, and the dime was still there because you would play that guy a request every night.
Elvis.
Yeah,
I always wanted an Elvis record. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that guy.
So you used to go across the toll bridge for free.
I owe the state of West Virginia thousands of dollars because I never paid that toll.
In exchange for playing an Elvis record. So, see, radio has had its advantages over the years. I mean, free tolls, people would bring us pizza and donuts. And
absolutely. Well, that was one of the great things that working all nights at GNT was the Geno's. Well, I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Well, I didn't get anybody in trouble here, but every now and then somebody would call Geno's and order a pizza delivered to a vacant lot. And they'd show up and there wouldn't be anybody living there. And they'd call me up and go, hey, we got a pizza. We don't want it. You want it? Yeah, sure, bring it on. When I left here, I weighed like 800 pounds. I got to know the pizza guy, and then we had the Vice Squad, the Huntington Police Department Vice Squad. Remember that? They were right across the hall from the radio station. Those guys would come over, and they, with the long hair and all the hippie look and everything, with a 44 Magnum down in the holster. It was a beautiful thing.
Yep, those were the days, boy.
Indeed, they were.
Those were certainly the days. You grew up in Ironton, as I say. When you left here, you were living in Proctorville at the time. Yeah. And one of the ways that got you to Proctorville and owning your first home was the fact that you had won a contest that was sponsored by Radio Shack at the time. This was part of your radio show. You had a character,
Ernie Krumpness,
from
Outback West Virginia.
Outback West Virginia. Ernie went away pretty much after that, didn't he? I mean, you didn't take Ernie to Portland, did you?
No, because I didn't think they'd get it out there. Yeah. And it's a redneck guy and that kind of stuff.
And he sang songs.
He sang.
You did a song called Ernie's Talking Kitchen.
Mostly what Ernie did is said stuff on the air that I wanted to say but couldn't, and so he'd say it, and then I'd get mad at him for it. But so he'd make fun of Mayor Frankel, and that guy. We'd get off on him. And I don't think I can do him anymore. Yeah, because that's not sounding like it, is it?
No.
But no, that was a Radio Shack. Some listener sent me a thing that says, hey, Radio Shack's got this, because I did this Ernie voice all the time, and they said Radio Shack's got this thing where they got this, you write songs about CB radio, and at that time it was really big.
Yeah.
What was my name on the CB? What did I
call
myself?
Bob.
Buffalo Bob, exactly. Very good.
Buffalo Bob. I remember that.
So this lady said, hey, you should enter this contest. So I sent in this song that I had written for my show called Ernie's Talking Kitchen, which is basically about a guy who's picking up, because we all did, these guys would get these big high-watt antennas with their CB radios and stuff, and it would come through their appliances and things because it was all illegal, but they'd do it. And so I wrote this song about a guy that thought his kitchen was talking to him. His microwave, well, I don't think we had those then. But anyway.
Ham, as I remember.
So the ham said something to him. I don't remember the words to it or any of that stuff. But anyway, I sent it in, and Radio Shack calls and says, hey, you're a semifinalist. And I said, really? What do I get for that? And I said, $5,000. And I said, oh, really? I'd never seen $5,000. And then they called him back because now you're a finalists, and I think I ended up with $13,000, and that helped me buy that house in Proctorville.
Absolutely, absolutely. Bob Miller is here, my older brother from Portland, Oregon. Tomorrow is a big day for Bob. As a matter of fact, West Virginia Broadcasters Hall of Fame, he and others will be inducted, and we're back with more in a moment on Magic 97.9.